Okay, I'm going to ask you just to put the cards into three piles, wherever you feel they're right. So this is the first thing we're going to do, is the Celtic Cross. That kind of gives you a shape of the day, how things are going at the moment. And
how long? Is that for a week, a day, a week?
Well, just kind of like when you get your daily horoscope. Some people do these Celtic Cross every day. So I'm looking for the Queen of Pentacles, and I use whichever half of the deck you're in. Okay? So here we have, here you are. And this is what influences you is a woman who could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And I think you...
Leo?
Aries and Sagittarius.
Leo. I heard there's a Leo.
Okay. So this is and often like the wands mean career or creativity. So it could be someone at work is influencing you. And this means you have all the information, all the facts. So you're aware of everything that's going on. You don't have just surface knowledge. The subject of your reading is sadness, or it can also mean when a loved one has to go away and comes back. So it's not someone who's permanently leaving. It's so there's two people perhaps separated by maybe work factors. And what's happening now, which is finishing up, means victory, triumph, rewards. Okay, that's positive. And the near future is a King of Wands reversed. And Wands, again, refer to a man who's a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius.
Jim.
Okay. And long term, this is life and love has its ups and downs. You know, so it's kind of nothing really exciting, nothing boring, just somewhere in the middle. This card represents you, and in this case, this means like broken promises, contracts, or maybe perhaps you're having some regrets about something. This is your environment. That means stagnation, sort of you're stuck in a holding pattern, you're not moving forward, not moving back, you're just kind of there waiting. This is a fear. It means that if it's positive, it's a hope. If it's negative, it could be a fear. And you're feeling perhaps love is down, you're not, that's something that's not a focus at the moment. And the final outcome looks to be love is definitely not the focus in this reading. You've got other things, bigger things that you're dealing with. And here we have perhaps you're repeating the same patterns. Okay. This card, this one could refer to family money, like estates, or if your mother's planning to pre-gift some of her finances. That's what I see is coming up. Okay. What I'd like to do right now is do a 3-month spread. It's called the 21 card Romany, and we'll look to see if any of these cards repeat. And those, when any cards repeat, those are the ones that you pay attention to. That's a message that's being sent to you. Yeah. So let's have you cut the cards again into 3 piles. And we'll work on our 3-month spread. Whatever way you wish, whichever hand you wish.
Oh, I didn't know it was done that way.
Okay, some people say non-dominant hand, but that's up to you. Okay, I'm looking again for the Queen of Pentacles, and I will, whatever half of the deck you're in, that's the deck I will use. But this time I don't take you out, I just leave you in and go from there. Okay, so this is 3 rows of 7. And the middle card is the subject of your reading in this spread. So this is a Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius man. And who would that be?
Jim.
Okay.
And he's upside down.
Okay, so that could mean...
next to me.
But there's no other... That's okay. There's... So that could mean emotionally or health-wise. Here we have last month. material stability, love. Here we have sevens reversed, which mean indecision. That could mean with career or creativity. Here you had this card before, so there's something about
Inheritance.
yeah, money. I know
Money.
this shows for last month, but it's come up, so I'm feeling that's somewhere in the air. And here we have upright. This one means opportunities, but reversed would mean more or less the opposite, like obstacles. Might have been some obstacles last month. You had this card before, so just life and love is just on an even keel. And perhaps you were feeling not as strong as you wanted to be last month. And this is this current month, so there might be something happening at work that's not really news that you wanted to hear. Okay. And right beside is a weak, could be a weak, an immature man, or it could be a mature man who's just not 100% himself, either emotionally or physically. And perhaps you're feeling a little bit defeated. And right beside is, you mentioned this card represents your brother. Okay.
Yeah.
And here you are. And there's looks like some money going out, which is kind of a fact of life. And this is two people coming together after a project is completed. And here's your next month. This is having faith. You know, keep the faith, have the faith. And I know you mentioned this was somebody who's a difficult person for you at perhaps work.
Heather?
Yeah. And it's interesting, in the last another spread, this card was beside her, but this time you don't have all the information. Well, that's surface knowledge, so I tread very carefully with this person. And this one means having strength, being strong, okay, and health. And this is perhaps either you're just coming out of a quiet time being alone, or you're feeling sort of down. That's what that represents. This one is similar. It kind of means depression, or it can mean unproductivity or accidents at work. So when I get this card, I'm just extra cautious. You know, I'm not up on ladders. I feel that you're able to, based on whatever information, you can make a change in the outcome. And here, this one means watch your credit. Okay, I don't like to end on one of those cards. So you might be feeling a little bit hopeless. And this one is a release card, which is a very positive card. A lot of times the swords cards look kind of gruesome, but in this case, this is in reversed. This card in reverse is way better than in the upright position. This means like putting it out to the universe and just letting whatever should happen happen. So that's a very positive one to end on. So the cards, again, I would really focus on the ones that repeated. You've had these cards, and you've had this card and this one. So I'd say those are the ones that give you the ones that you should focus on. So let's see where we're going to go from here.